Welcome back to Hiking with Kathleen. In this episode, this is the last one for the 2023 calendar year. And because this is falling during the holiday season, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you. At the end of this episode, I'm going to provide you with some updates that pertain to our family, including Birdwatching Bill. But for now, I'm going to show you the beauty that we are finding around this area. I filmed this just before the official start to winter, so it's been pretty chilly, minus 10 degrees Celsius. But you're going to see some really cool wildlife shots, and I hope you stay tuned. So this white-tailed deer was initially on high alert when she saw me. But when she no longer felt threatened, because I just stood quietly, she quietly walked away. And the way you can tell that she's relaxed is the position of her tail. She's not flagging it, she's just keeping it relaxed. So I'm making my way out on the hiking trails. This is my third location today. Sometimes I just have that bug. I just want to keep going. And so I've been hiking around 5 hours now. Not that I consistently hike, but I hike and I stop and I hike and I stop, and then I video whatever I find is interesting. So with the first location, that's where I was able to get really neat images of the deer with the field that had sort of like a layer of frost over it. It was pretty chilly this morning. I think, I don't know, it started off around -10. I think the high today is probably going up to about, I don't know, 2 or 3 degrees Celsius. So still a little bit on the cool side, but it doesn't matter. Animals are still active. They don't care. They have to eat. That is what their driving force is. So the bodies of water that I have visited today have been frozen or partly frozen. And that means that, I don't get to see a lot of waterfowl on the bodies of water, but there's others that are staying open all winter, and that would be like the Thames River. So I didn't go to that kind of location. I wanted to go to those isolated bodies of water and just see what other, like perching birds and other activity that is going on. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it up for today. But before I do, I just want to mention, it was a thrill yesterday when I was out on another hiking trail, and I ran into 3 sisters. I have seen them many times. They hike together. They're seniors and they use trekking poles. And it's always such a delight to see them. And they watch Hiking with Kathleen on YouTube. So anyway, I wanted to say a hello, a special hello to the 3 sisters. And I always am happy when I run into you. So I'm going to continue on and we'll see what else. But I'm going to be heading home shortly. As I hike through the woods, I often look up into the trees for wildlife. This is an eastern gray squirrel, very similar to the one that we saw earlier. That was the black-colored morph. I also examine tree cavities as I go by them for possible tenants. That is a raccoon inside, nicely protected from the wind and the cooler temperatures. In finishing off before I get to the updates, I want to address a question that some folks have had. When I say we, like as in we will get to a certain point of the trail, I'm actually just referring to me and to you the viewers. Some folks have wondered how the video is being filmed of me hiking through the woods. And they wonder, is it Shannon? Maybe Shannon is walking behind me, maybe she's in front of me, and she's filming all of these adventures. Well, the truth is, we often do our own thing each morning and meet up for an afternoon tea to catch up on the first half of the day, and then spend our time together for the rest of the day. So I go hiking on my own, and she goes and does the things that she's passionate about. The only times we actually go out together is when you actually see her in the video. So if it's a day trip, or if we're camping, and if we're paddling, for sure, Shannon is there with me. But otherwise, it's me that does all of the filming. So what I do is I put the camera in place on its tripod, so I'm filming myself as I'm leaving the scene, and then I move it to where I'm entering the scene. And this is where it gives you the feel that you're walking right along with me. So here we are, we're on another road trip today, and Shannon and I are at the Toronto Sportsman Show. So we're gonna have a look around. We've got a really cool place to show you today. If you're interested in getting a feel for the Toronto Sportsman Show, check out this video. The link's below. One of the businesses at the Toronto Sportsman Show actually was the perfect place for us to do a little shopping. Oh, we're just on our way home from the Toronto Sportsman Show, and after having met Baby Buck. We had a family visit with Kenny in early December. He's now 9 months old. We're thrilled to have him in our lives, and we believe he is going to be a future camper and hiker and kayaker. You may remember this reflective video from September 2023. So I mentioned that this would be a reflective video and I'd kind of focus on the gift of time. So just looking at my father, whom we dub Birdwatching Bill. And so this is Saturday. On Monday of this week, he went over for dinner to my sister's place. Tuesday, I brought him over and Shannon and I did a barbecue dinner for the three of us and catch up on another episode of Birdwatching Bill as he and I were sitting out in the backyard. And then Wednesday, my brother and his wife from Windsor brought a couple of their grandchildren as they were traveling up the highway to bring the kids home. So they had a chance to drop in and see him. So he was having an amazing week with lots of visits. And on Thursday, he was sitting in his retirement home in the dining room, and while he was spending time with the men he generally has his meals with, he got up to introduce himself to a new server. And on his way back to his chair, he fell. And subsequently, after a trip to the hospital on Thursday, it was learned that he has fractured his hip. So we're going to finish off today's video with a word from Birdwatching Bill. As we head into the holidays, you'll be happy to know I'm providing you with an update, and you're actually going to hear that update from him himself.
Season's greeting from Birdwatching Bill. I'm coming along. I did break my hip or something in it, and it's not mended yet. So I choose to sit down as much as possible. And I'm using a wheelchair and a walker when I can. I'm happy to be back on YouTube. I'm not sure whether they're going to get me in hiking because I haven't been doing too well, but I'm here anyway. I hope you have a wonderful New Year and that you've had a great Christmas. God bless you.
Well, that's better. That's quite an improvement.
Were you taking care of your baby, Miley?